and happy holidays from OJ Studios. Please enjoy this year's Christmas special. This year's story is The Christmas Gift by Olivia Julius. Chapter 1 Christmas Morning. Alex woke up and waited for his vision to clear before he looked at his alarm clock. The time on the digital display said 6 a.m. and blue LED lights. He had been up twice during the night, almost too excited for Christmas morning to get here. In one of his dreams, he dreamed that he had overslept and woke up in January unable to have his Christmas presents. He had long since stopped believing in Santa Claus. He was 8 years old after all, but he still believed in getting Christmas presents and hoped for the Lego set he had been begging his mom for. Alex smiled as he pulled off the blue comforter off of him and jumped down off of his bed. He was too anxious to remake his bed. He flipped on the bedroom light and blinked a few times to get his eyes adjusted to the lights. He then checked the mirror in his room to make sure that he was wearing the red and green Christmas pajamas that his mom had given him last night correctly. Suddenly, without warning, his door opened and Alex's 5-year-old little sister Amy ran in wearing a near-identical pair of pajamas. "Do you think Santa came last night, Bubby?" Amy asked. She jumped up and down excited as she couldn't wait to go downstairs. The 2 strands of braided hair bounced up and down too. Alex was about to correct her, saying that yes, he did believe his mother did in fact put the gifts under the tree. But then stopped himself. It wasn't for him to tell his little sister about the truth of Santa Claus. "Let's go find out," Alex said, taking Amy's hand and guiding her downstairs to the living room. Their mom Erin stopped them before they could go all the way down the stairs. She was wearing a white robe and under it was also the same identical pair of Christmas pajamas. "You know the rules, you two," she warned. They both stopped going down the stairs and waited for their mother to tell them what to do next. "Sit down on the steps," Erin prompted. "Mom, can't we do this later?" Alex begged. But his mother wasn't going to budge. "You know it's our little tradition," she said before grabbing her cell phone out of her robe's pocket. "Besides, it's only going to take a minute." Both Alex and Amy rolled their eyes and got close together, putting their arms around each other's shoulders as they smiled the best they could for the camera. After what felt like an eternity of changing positions on the stairs and being told to smile correctly, Erin finally allowed them to go down the stairs and look at the living room full of gifts. Amy instantly ran to the tree and slid to a stop as she looked over the gifts around her. She found her first one and held it tightly in her hands while looking up at her mother. "Can I open it, Mommy?" she asked innocently. "It says it's from Santa." Erin took out her camera and started recording as she nodded to Amy to start ripping open the package. Amy didn't hesitate and started rapidly ripping up the wrapping paper. "So, what did Santa give you?" Amy asked. Amy looked at the gift for a second and then turned it, so it was facing her mother. "It's a Barbie doll!" she yelled excitedly. Alex walked behind his mother, careful not to be in the camera's line of sight, and looked through the pile for his gifts. He found one that said "Alex from Santa" on the tag. He took it and walked over to where his sister was. "And what did you get, Alex?" Amy asked. Alex sat down next to his sister and began opening the gift very carefully. "Oh yes, my son, the one that can't open a gift very fast," Erin joked to the phone that was recording Alex. Alex looked at the phone for a second, smiled, and proceeded to rip open the gift as fast as he could. "So, what did Santa give you for Christmas?" Erin asked. Alex looked at it stunned for a moment. He couldn't believe what he was seeing. "It's the new Lego Star Wars set," he yelled out before thanking his mother. "You should be thanking Santa," Amy warned. "I will later," Alex said. He looked over and spotted a gift labeled for Amy and handed it to her. Amy took the gift and opened it as fast as she could. She then turned to her mother looking confused. "It's a box," she said, looking at it a little bit. "Let me see it," Erin said, looking at it for a second. "Oh, it's a dress-up box," she said in fake surprise. "Santa must know that you love to dress up, so he must have had the elves at the North Pole make you some special dress-up accessories." Amy's face lit up as she looked at the box. To her, this stuff was worth more than all the gold in Fort Knox. Amy tried opening the box, but Erin stopped her. "You know what the rules are." "I know, no playing with gifts until we're done opening presents," Amy said sadly. How about if you find a present for Alex? Aaron whispered. Amy put the box down and looked around the pile and found one, giving it to Alex. This went on until every gift was opened. The living room floor was covered in a layer of Christmas wrapping paper. At one point Alex put a bow in Amy's hair and now she refuses to let anyone take it off of her head. So, there is 2 more gifts for each of you, Aaron announced. Both Alex and Amy looked around for the gift, but there weren't any unopened presents around. Where? Amy asked. Aaron got up for her seat on the couch and opened the door of the coat closet, revealing 4 wrapped boxes. All 4 were wrapped within shiny purple paper and had a gold bow on top. 2 of them were small and wide, maybe 4 inches tall and a foot wide and 2 feet long. And the other was about the size of 2 shoe boxes put together. The smaller ones are from your grandma and the larger ones is from me, Aaron said. Both kids looked at each other. They had gotten so many things today that they couldn't imagine what else Grandma could give them. I thought that we were going to open presents at Grandma's when we go over there later today, Alex said. You will, but she wanted you to have these before you come over, Aaron said, handing both kids their gifts. Both kids wondered what Grandma was giving them that they couldn't just get when they were at her house. Maybe it was something that can make their cousins jealous. Can we open the big box first? Alex asked. No, trust me, the gift that I'm giving you won't make sense until you open the one from your grandma. Alex unwrapped his first gift while Amy watched. Under the wrapping paper was a plain cardboard box. He slowly opened it to find a dress neatly folded inside. Alex put the box on the ground and picked up the dress as if it was the most disgusting thing. The top of the dress was a soft black velvet material and had small cap sleeves. The skirt of the dress flared out and was white and made with taffeta fabric, and in the middle was a gold color sash with a bow on the front. The sash went to the back and hung down, waiting for the wearer to tie it behind them when they put the dress on. Under the dress Alex found a red velvet long sleeve velour cropped shrug, with a single button at the top. This definitely wasn't what poor Alex was hoping for. I think I got your gift, Alex said, handing it to Amy. You didn't get her gift, Aaron said. The dress is for you. Amy giggled a little bit and ripped open her gift to find the same identical dress. Yay! I can look just like Bubby! Amy squealed as she hugged the dress. We are wearing the same outfit right now, Alex reminded her. He then looked up to his mom. Grandma does remember that I am a boy, right? Of course, she does, Aaron said, taking the dress and looking at it next to her son. Then why did she give me a dress for? Alex asked. Obviously so you can have something nice to wear at your grandma's house. Wait, what? Alex said, did you know that she was going to give us this? Open the other gift, Aaron said, handing her son and daughter the other presents. Amy waited for her brother to open his. The thought about him possibly having to wear a dress in front of everyone was very funny, and she hoped that the next gift was going to be just as funny. There were 2 shoe boxes taped on top of each other. He opened the first one to find a 6-pack of girls' panties of various pastel colors. A tube of pink lip gloss, red nail polish and a lavender bath set at the bottom is a pair of white tights with a snowman pattern embroidered on each leg. In the second box there's a pair of black Mary Jane shoes. Amy looks over to Alex's box and then ripped hers open to find that she got the same, minus the panties, and her tights had little snowflakes on the legs. These are the best! She screamed. I can't wait to wear them! Not me! Alex said. Do I have to wear them? Well yeah, that's the whole reason why your grandma bought them for you, Aaron said. She got all her grandkids the same outfit. Alex instantly thought about his older cousin Ryan wearing the same dress. Well, I don't want them, Alex said, shoving his gifts away. So, you're that ungrateful for your grandma's and I's gifts? Aaron asked, putting her hand on her hips. Well, it's not like that, Alex said, backtracking. Well, let me put it this way. You either wear the dress at your grandma's house tonight or else I'll donate your other Christmas gifts. Alex froze for a minute. He looked at the pile of toys and clothes that he had gotten this year. He tried to think about whether or not his mother would make good on her threat. In the end he conceded. Fine, I'll wear the dress, Alex said, defeated. Yay! Amy cheered. Bubby and I are going to be twins. Yay! Alex muttered, regretting everything. Chapter 2 Unwanted Gifts. After cleaning up all the wrapping paper from the living room floor, Alex and Amy were allowed to go upstairs to their rooms and play with their new gifts. Alex walked into his room and threw the dress and other girly items on his bed. He then took his Lego set to his desk and started to work on it. Amy meanwhile went and picked out her favorite princess dress out of her closet and put it on. She had the box full of dress-up items opened as she looked through the many costumes jewelry that Santa had given her. After a few hours of building his Lego set, accidentally breaking it, and then rebuilding it again, Alex heard a knock on his door. "Come in," Alex said, putting his creation down on his desk. Aaron walked into his room and frowned at the dress that was sitting on his unmade dress. "I'm starting you some bath water," Aaron said, sitting on her bed. "No thanks, I'll just take a shower," Alex said. "I just put in your new lavender bubble bath," Aaron said. "It will make you smell good." "Why?" Alex asked, even though he knew the answer before Aaron could say it. "So, you can smell good when you go over to your grandma's house," Aaron said calmly. She picked up the package of panties and fished out a light blue pair with white snowflakes. "Once you're done, put these on and meet me back here. I'll have to show you how to put on a pair of tights." "I don't have a choice, do I?" Alex asked, and Aaron just shook her head no. Alex sighed and left his room, taking the pair of panties with him. Once Alex got into the bathroom, the smell of lavender filled his nose. He rolled his eyes inside, knowing how girly it was going to be. He wrinkled his nose and took off his pajamas. Once everything off, he put his pajamas into the laundry chute. He thought about keeping his boxers, but ultimately decided to just open the laundry chute's door and drop them in. Alex got into the bathtub, ignoring all the girly lavender scented bottles. He went over to where he kept his body wash and 3-in-1 shampoo. All of his boys' stuff is gone. Alex rolled his eyes and decided to just use the girly stuff to save an argument with his mother. Once Alex got done with the bath, he dried himself off and picked up the panties off of the counter. It took him a few minutes to convince himself to put them on. Alex opened the bathroom door partway and poked his head out. He looked in both directions, making sure that both his mom and Amy were not in the hallway. Noticing the hallway was empty, darted out of the bathroom with a towel around his waist. Once he got into his room, he opened the door and quickly got inside, shutting it as fast as he could. "Did you have a nice bath?" Aaron asked, making Alex jump in the air in surprise. "I didn't see you," Alex said, recovering from the shock. "So did you get the panties on?" Aaron asked. Alex began to remove the towel, but then stopped himself. "I don't want you to see," Alex said. "Take off the towel, Alex," his mother demanded, and Alex finally did what he was told. "I don't get it," Alex said, sitting on his bed. "Why does Grandma want me wearing girls' clothes?" "I'm sure she will tell you at the dinner tonight," Aaron said as she rolled up the legs of the tights. Aaron motioned to her son to give her his left foot, and with a little of a pause he lifted his foot enough that Aaron could put the first leg of the tights on him. After she got the tights up as far as she could with him sitting down, she began on the other leg. Alex looked down as his legs were now as white as snow. He looked down at the snowman pattern embroidered on the tights. He has seen Amy wearing these types of tights, but he has never thought that he would ever have to see them on himself. After Aaron got done putting Alex's tights on as far as she could, she had him stand up and put them on the rest of the way to his waist. Alex did what he was told. He looked down and wiggled his toes. "They're just really long socks," Alex said quietly to himself as his mother grabbed the dress. Aaron grabbed the dress and handed it to Alex, who quickly put it on. Mostly he just wanted to get this part of the day over with. Aaron then checked to make sure that the dress was on correct, and then told Alex to turn around so she could tie the sash. Alex did what he was told, and Aaron tied the sash into a big bow. Aaron turned around her son and looked him over. He was somewhere between scared about wearing the dress and curious about it. She had him walk around his room to get the feel of the dress. To Alex, wearing the dress was far too weird for his male brain to comprehend. Without warning, Amy came into Alex's room. She was already wearing the full outfit, minus the dress shoes. Amy got onto the bed and half jumped and half skipped her way over next to Alex. They were now about the same height and Aaron looked in amazement as the two kids looked almost alike. "Where's your jacket, Bubby?" Amy asked. Alex began to say he didn't know, but that was when Aaron grabbed it from the desk chair and handed it to Alex. Alex reluctantly put it on. "Yay! We're twins now!" Amy squealed in delight. "I can't wait to show Nana!" "Me either!" Alex said in a more somber tone. Amy jumped down off of the bed and headed back to her room. Alex just sighed and looked at his mom. "It's just for one dinner," Aaron whispered to him. "It's for your grandma? Just try to do it for her." "I am," Alex said. Aaron slid him the girly ballerina flats, just now realizing that they have glitter on the outside, making them sparkle even more. "This is going to be a long night," he moaned. Chapter 3: To Grandmother's house we go. Alex sat in the front seat of his mother's Subaru Crosstrek. This is something that he rarely gets to do. Normally he is stuck sitting behind his mother and next to Amy in the back seat. But this time his mother let him sit in the front as a thank you for being a good sport about wearing the dress. Alex looked down at his fingernails. All 10 of his nails were painted red with small green dots by his mother. He kind of thought that his nails looked kind of cool. The dress wasn't as bad as Alex had thought too. There wasn't anything that happened to him like he had thought. Far off in his mind he had thought that if he put it on then something bad was going to happen. Now that he has worn the dress for a few hours he now comfortable in it. His mother had taught him how to sit properly and his sister taught him how to spin around really fast to make the dress lift up around his waist. The family pulled into their grandma's house. Alex looked at the house and took in a deep breath. This was it, it's now time for him to show his grandma his new dress. They walked up to the door where they were greeted by Victoria, Aaron's mother, and the kids' grandmother. They all walked in and put their winter coats in the front hallway's coat closet before coming in. "Oh, let me look at you," Victoria said, looking down at both her grandson and granddaughter. A smile came on her face as she looked upon them both wearing the girly dresses. "You look so adorable," Victoria said. "Thank you, Grandma," Alex and Amy said before they both did a small curtsy just like his mother taught him to. "Oh, aren't you so cute?" she said with a little giggle. "Now run along, your cousins are in the guest bedroom playing." Alex and Amy both turned around and ran to the guest room, leaving Aaron and Victoria behind. "They both look so great in their dresses," Victoria said. "So, are you ever going to tell me why you thought of giving Alex a dress?" Aaron asked. "Is it not obvious?" Victoria asked, looking behind her as all 5 of her grandkids came out of the guest bedroom and went into the dining room. They were all wearing the same red and white dresses. Aaron was amazed to see her sister's son also wearing the dress. She knew of course that her sister Jessie was giving the same instructions as her, but also knew that her son could be a little strong-headed about what he wears. Out of 5 the grandkids there was 3 girls, leaving only 2 lone boys. Every year the girls would wear their own non-matching dresses and the boys would wear their sweaters or their button-ups that didn't match together. "I wanted all my grandkids' clothes to match," Victoria said, watching the kids for a moment. "Plus, I think boys look prettier wearing dresses, don't you?"